Timberwolves lose again to the pesky Chicago Bulls as they move from the 1 seed to the 3 seed in just one night of action as the Thunder and Nuggets each pick up W's. This time the Timberwolves lose at home 109 to 101. They had a lead by 3 with 5 minutes left in this game and then would proceed to miss all of the jump shots, which was kind of the theme of the fourth quarter. We missed all of the threes, couldn't buy a bucket. The only person really hitting jumpers for the Wolves in this game was Mike Conley, who was masterful throughout this one. Great scoring output, also picks up 4 steals active on the defensive end. Granted, a lot of those were just kind of delivered right to him. Some of the passing was a little bit funky out of Chicago in this one, but the jump shooting from them was not. I thought the defense was pretty solid from the Wolves in a lot of this game, but DeMar DeRozan just hitting ridiculous jumpers. Vooch brought his jumper tonight. And then Carushow, whose previous career high was 5 threes in the game, goes 7 of 8 from downtown in this one, which is going to burn you. They, as a team, shot almost 59% from 3, just under that clip. Also, Caruso's defense on Anthony Edwards was really spectacular. I mean, he's pressed up so heavily into Ant. You don't really see people guard him that close. His screen navigation was ridiculous, getting through those just about instantly, it felt like, and bringing the jumper in this one. And I think that might be the best defense I've seen someone match up with on Ant with all season long. So ultimate props to Caruso in this one, and a lot of the Bulls really brought it. And DeRozan is just going to brutalize the Timberwolves every time he sees us. I don't get it. Ever since he's been in San Antonio, in that era, and now in Chicago, just goes off every single time. Even with Jaden McDaniels playing a lot better defense in the second half, I thought way more discipline on pump fakes, keeping his hands out of the foul area, and he was a lot more on top of things and kind of in tune with DeRozan's typical cadence and rhythm and little tricks and trades he has. To talk about Anthony Edwards, our star, he's in a really funky place offensively right now. The jumpers haven't really been hitting for a decent bit here. He is 1 of 18 on threes in the last 3 games, and it's just kind of been a regular thing that his jumper's been a little bit off, both from mid-range. He's shooting about 35% on mid-range jumpers, and then from 3, both of those since the All-Star break really have been pretty unimpressive, and his volume is also up, and it also feels like he's got like 4 or 5 plays a game where he's expecting contact or thinks he's getting a foul, or where most stars are probably getting a foul call where he's not. So the free throw attempts are down for Ant, and the efficiency too, where he's just missing a lot of shots where probably most stars would get fouls, and he's just not finishing the ball or making jumpers at a great clip right now. So he's in an odd spot. Not that he can't figure it out in a lot of the shots with Ant right now. It feels like they're very makeable for him. They're just not falling. Sometimes when he forces the issue and just is like, you know what, no, I'm going to score. Sometimes he'll have those moments where he absolutely takes over, has a spurt with like a 20-plus point quarter, and that's when he can really take over. But a lot of times you're like, okay, once he just starts making the right play each time and helps us just maintain an advantage, doesn't force things, everything kind of clicks for the team and all is good. So he's got to kind of find the right balance there and know when to take over when things are already maybe going better. But I don't know. He'll probably continue to figure that out. Young player, still figuring things out. And even though it's an odd offensive stretch and not going great, I have faith that he's going to really stabilize that. And as will the team. Chalk this one up to a make or miss league. We missed tonight. Just couldn't buy a bucket last 5 minutes. That was crazy. Rudy also played phenomenal game. Misses free throws down the stretch there, 3 of 7 from the line, but he was beasting on the boards. Lots of huge plays and ones, flexing on them. And so he was enormous throughout this game, but we kind of choked the last couple minutes, and the Bulls are a very clutch basketball team, which you're going to be with DeMar DeRozan, the ultimate Wolves killer. Sad. 0-2 against the Bulls this season, but a lot better than what we did against really bad teams in the previous season, which the Bulls, they can be a really bad or a really good team, and they're just flipping the dice night to night. All right, lots of games coming up to close the season in the next couple of weeks. I'll keep you updated. On to the next piece.